Pro Group Racing presents Show Us Your Tips. Our Dagster flying solo today with Beaver Boy having the afternoon off. Having a quick look at Oaks Day down at Flemington. The rail has moved into the 5 metre mark. Obviously, it was quite a quick track yesterday, so a little bit of rain around in the afternoon shouldn't do too much harm to it. Obviously, any rain throughout the afternoon is never a good thing, but should just knock it back into the deadish range in the old. We'll have a look through the card and a quick look at a couple of supplementary races at Hawkesbury, but we'll kick off at Flemington with the TLC TV Stakes over the 1700 metres. And I'm going to think we can start off with a winner here. Race 1, number 2, November Dreaming for the Denny O'Brien yard. Returned in good order at Geelong. Has quite solid form before that. Did start $3 favourite in a Group 2 over at Montefillia. And I think is the best winning hope here. Obviously, Night Witches down from Sydney. Probably a bit disappointing last start. And Perennial's a horse I would have backed in the Oaks. So I will be having something on it at $26 here. I think it's got a bit of ability. The form around it, obviously second to Ain't No Deal Done. And a couple of other Derby horses I think can hold up in a race like this. So for me, November Dreaming in the first, but a drink on Perennial. Don't forget to, before I move on, don't forget to check out progroupracing.com.au for plenty of free tips and extensive guides, all available on progroupracing.com.au. The second race of the day is for the 2-year-old fillies. Fake Love was very good on debut, I thought, but with so many unknowns, I'll let this one go through to the keeper. The Group 3 Mums Stakes up the straight listed race it's a cracking little sprint race. We see some Sydney form down here in Vada and Valami take on probably the form Melbourne Saturday sprinter in Ancestry, and the Flying Fiesta, who I'm actually going to tip on top if it does back up on the 5-day backup from Saturday. Very impressive Saturday. Now draws the same part of the track. Bowman on, I think it goes back, has last crack, and if it finishes the way it did on Saturday afternoon, I think it'll win this race as well. From the Sydney form in Vada, and just to be concerned about Ancestry, did fail up the straight once and does have Valami for company now. Both are sort of control freaks and don't get that control now. Race 4, the 800 metre benchmark 90. We see Bartholomew Diaz will come out of this one after just getting nosed out at Kyneton, which did not help my bank balance, but we'll live to fight another day. And interesting race, the debutante of the Australian debutant, I should say, in Tyndale starts favourite, has been money for it from the Kieran Maher stable. Already been backed. Of the ones we know, though, I think Irish Flame's flying here. Number 4. Not far away from Saracen Night, Vegas Night after that, and then won quite well at the Valley under lights. And I think horse in form on the way up and can sit just behind the pace here and will be very hard to beat. So that's the way I'm playing here. Obviously, the unknown is the international horse, who no doubt with the market backing ready will run well. The Greys race, 1400 metres up the straight. No, it's not. It's a 1400 metre race. What am I talking about? For the Greys, very interesting to see Berdibek down here. 2 inconclusive trials, not knocked about. I suggest this could be obviously a target race here. Will be one of the starting points for me, but I really like the two last wins of Caffrey. Looks a real fighter. On both occasions had to fight off horses attacking it on the line, and real nice style of a grey horse, and think can run well here. Likely a race for Peter Moody and Luke Nolan. Inside gate might be interesting at this time. By this time of the day, 3 days into the carnival. But I think that's the starting point there. From at the double figures on a dry track, Berdibek might be one of the ones to beat. Race 6, the English Bracelet over the mile. And again, the O'Shea yard prominent here with ROCHA Clock. Probably hasn't been its absolute best on the slightly soft tracks in Sydney, but has been chasing M. Cryoderis twice. I think this is a bit of a step back here, back on the dryish ground, and I think is here to run really well. Bowman on for John O'Shea, so ROCHA Clock around the $4 mark. Looks like a good bet for me. It's time for I Am Elegant. next best, and then Akari again down from Sydney can run well through here. The rest of these leave me a little bit less than excited. Race 7, the benchmark 80 country final, basically the equivalent of the Melbourne Highway Handicap, I suppose, but tough race to have a lot of confidence in, with a lot of mixed form lines coming to town. The three horses I can probably have something on double figures without really stamping any will be Fork Plumpitch, who had decent city form before going out to the bush for a bit, now gets Mark Zahra on. Blinder has been flying for the Natalie Young Busselton team, and 2 good bush wins there through a few of its rivals in this race. And Près de Trois, it's always an honest little battler for Jamie Carr, around the $15 mark. So they're the 3 I'll probably be looking to play in that race in the second leg of the quaddie. The feature, the Group 1 Oaks for over the 2,500 metres for the fillies. Montefillia currently odds on and very hard to beat. I think she's a bit of a star. She won the 1,000 guineas in good style, very strong, then the spring champion. Beat up her main rival, Miravail, who was tremendous last week, going to Melbourne Way. Bowman's a tick for Montefillia in these Oaks. He's done it on Set Square and someone else since. And I think he's here to run well. Montefillia, obviously, $1.85, probably a bit short for me. But if you're any better than that, I'll be pretty happy to take it. In terms of, generally with the Oaks, you find the best horse can win this race, like the likes of Mosheen, Dear Demi, throughout the years, are more so the most talented horse and the best stayer. If it does turn into a real staying contest, we'll have something small, both at around 30 to 1 on both Salto Angel and Star of Eden. Salto really ground home on the weekend. Quick back up here. Looked like it needed every bit of 2,500, and Star of Eden's been on an honest little trier in all of its starts in town. So they're the 2, probably gets control of this race more or less, and so they're the 2 for me, outside of the obvious in the favourite, and hard to miss Miravail's first Melbourne run. To wrap up the day, we see Written Beauty come to town, go up the straight off the back of a new track record at Moonee Valley over the 1,000 metres. Did fly there. Haydock did break the track record the next race as well, so it was a very quick night. But I think it is the obvious starting point here as well. Looks a real talented horse, a real nice mover. Bella Nipotina sat 3 wide at the Valley, had no luck and still batted on well to just miss Portland Sky. And around $12 is probably the best saver. I think Written Beauty, one of the better bets of the day. The Beaver, who wasn't here, has set through his couple of tips. So for him, Written Beauty is his best, and Sky Punch in the grey race was his value for the day. And for me, best bet, let's make it Montefillia. I think very, very hard to beat. And my best value on the day, I'll make Berdibek to run well in the greys race. My quaddie, which I have not made notes for, so bear with me as I pull it up. While I pull up Flemington quaddie, I will say good luck to everyone at Hawkesbury tomorrow, who unfortunately we won't be there. The first one we've missed in several years. We'll miss the day due to COVID. We missed out on tickets essentially. So good luck to everyone out there. I think Quintessa's there to run well in the Hawkesbury Oaks, but the rest of the meeting was a bit less than exciting, so I didn't spend too much time doing the rest of the form. But for me, in the quaddie, leg 1 at 2, 3, 5. Leg 2 into 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 13, and 20. If it gets a run down the bottom there. 1, 5, 9 in the Oaks, and 2 and 6. And we'll throw 10 into the quaddie. Actually, Celestine is very good up the straight. Skinnier quaddie than me for usual. 189 combinations means $50. Gets you about 27%. Good luck tomorrow, punters. And we'll be back with a full show Friday to wrap up everything heading into the McKinnon Day, to wrap up the Melbourne Cup Carnival. Catch you then.